You know when you use PNG applications and 1 hour in, you remember that you set up your hotkeys to trigger your surprise PNG? Well, I've been there too many times, so I created a tool to help you do that while you talk. Did you hear that right? Yeah, talk to trigger your different PNGs. Just sit back, talk, and forget that hotkeys ever existed. Ah, what a bliss life. So I'll go over this application and how you can set it up to get in that sweet, sweet flow. Currently, it only works for Veadotube Mini and Veadotube Full version. Okay, so first I'm gonna showcase how to do this in Veadotube Mini and then we'll go over to the full version. So first of all, get your Veadotube Mini opened up. Once you've got that, we firstly need our port number. Now for our port number, what we can do is click on program settings over there and then we need this 5-digit number. So you can just copy this. At first, your server address might be blank. You can just copy paste whatever you have on the serving at and then paste it there. Basically, whenever you open it up the next time, it will just stay as is, but we just need that 5-digit number for now, or you can just put it from the serving ad side. So just copy paste that there. So copy and then we'll paste it on this side and then we'll select the version that we want. This is the mini, so we'll click the mini and then we connect and it will show you saying, hey, I am connected to Veadotube now. So perfect, now we've connected to our Veadotube. Now next thing is I want to connect it. You need to fill out this emotion setup. Now, once you've connected to whatever you have loaded up, the avatar, it will open up the states that you've got loaded. So in this particular one, you've got the state 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so forth and so forth, and you can basically attach whatever emotion that you want to attach to that particular one. So you're gonna attach one emotion to the next. So let's say for the first, I want to put that as our neutral, so we'll select 1. And then for the second one, let's just put this as maybe disgust, and then our 3 looks happy, so joy. And then our fourth one looks a bit angry, so we'll put 4 for that. And then fifth, I don't think we have like a sleepy stuff, so maybe we can just say, I don't know, whenever I feel fear stuff, maybe 5 or something. And then our 6 is, you know, a shocked kind of face, we can put that as 6. Then we click this set emotion state. Once you've got that, you get an icon saying, hey, I connected to the Veadotube and I connected the emotion setup. So once that's been done, what we can do now is start our session. Now this is basically going to take in your microphone input and then trying to basically change the state depending on what words you say to trigger different emotion. This works completely offline, so I can basically turn off the Wi-Fi and it works as it is. So, but we'll give a quick demo right now, right? And you can see it's changing. So, well, I'm demoing right now, but let's say I'm just talking and then, you know, I need to basically trigger a different state. Let's just say I want to trigger the second one. What was my second one again? Like joy. I don't know why I changed that to that, but okay, let's just say, hey, I'm talking. This is gonna be pretty awesome and very, very excited to see what the next step is gonna be. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel a bit frustrated if it doesn't really work, and it's just really irritating, to be honest with you, but it's what it is. You know, you gotta be sad sometimes, and sometimes you gotta be a little bit happy, I guess. It didn't trigger the sadness because I didn't have sad. I just realized, what did I have? Okay, sometimes I fear about a lot of things, but sometimes I feel a bit of a joy coming together, right? So I feel happy at the same time, but it's fine. So you can get kind of the gist of how things work. Now, once you're done, you can just stop the session and then it will basically disconnect the Veadotube. You need to connect to it again. And that's pretty much it for the mini part of the section. Focusing on the full version, so open up your Veadotube full version. Firstly, we need to kind of set up the state. I've got this simple one set up, so what you want to do is create a signal state events that will basically, if you want to trigger it through numpad for now, if you would just want to test it to make sure it works. So in order to do that, it will just be state and then signal state events. This is the one, and you can basically assign a keypad for it if you want to test it out, but we can pretty much just disconnect this, to be honest with you. You don't really need that, but what you need to do need is the state events here. So you can just click on right click and it's going to be WebSocket and then state events. What that basically allows us to do is that connect a particular state node, which is going to be this, to our surprise state. So for this one, in case you need it for later on, I'll probably make a video about WebSockets too. But for this, you want to make sure this ID is going to be similar when you set up here, but you don't need to worry about it because when you connect to it, you'll get the ID anyways, but it's just something to mind in case you do want to check which one it's connected to. So that's this, and then next you do is state storage, which is right click state and then state storage, which just basically takes different kind of states together to put it in, and then next thing will be your whatever state that you created. I have a state called surprise over here, which is just off and then surprise, which I set up and I just put it on that. So a quick demo of how it is. So I put my numcat 1 and 2 to change between them. So 1 2 1 2, you can see, right? So but we want to do this in when you're speaking in the application. So once that you set up, what you want to do is close this, and then let's open up that particular one in our Veadotube scene. And what we want to do is you'll first like get this, right? Would you want to set it up? Go into WebSocket server and then click on server as active for this on, and then click on server address as localhost. And then you just want to copy this 61574. Now if you want to make sure that this is the same and that doesn't change each time you log in, what you can do is just change the server address to basically this same one over here, so that way it doesn't change each time. But for this one, I would just give a demo. So this is 61574, right? So 61574, and then we'll set this as our full, and then we'll connect, and it says connected, and you can see client connected. I need to change that Veadotube mini, but it's going to be Veadotube. And then now you go into Veadotube type, you can click on full, and then set node is going to be the one that we looked at before, and you can see this is the particular one that we looked at. There you go there. And this will only have 2 states at the moment, which is going to be off and surprise, as you remember back then. So I think I can just trigger it right now, right? Like 1 off, like this, and then surprise. I just want that to be triggered. So first of all, I'll just put it as off, and then I'll put my surprise as surprise. If you have more, you can put it in, but for this particular one, I'll just put these 2, and then click on set state. You have that there, and then you can just start a session. So let me just put this on full screen. Let's just start our session, right? So let's start our session, and then we'll just keep on talking. I only got 2 states, so I need to say something very surprising, otherwise it's not gonna work. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, it works. But at the same time, I'm very shocked if like a freaking fly just came in, you know. So you can see it's working right now. So this is how you kind of set it up for the Veadotube full version. Right now it's a little bit too simple for only with 2 states, but you can kind of add more stuff to kind of build it up. But yeah, that's it for the Veadotube full version. If you want to try this application with your Veadotube mini and Veadotube full version, I'll drop a link down below in the description so you can check it out. Let me know what you think, and if this has helped you or if you got any feedbacks, do drop them in the comments down below. I'm always looking to make it better. And yeah, catch you later.